What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, and I gotta ask a question to the fellas real quick, man. And there's different dimensions to this, so y'all be patient with me. Can you, as a man, handle it if your woman is making more money than you? And understand, I'm not talking about you making what you make, and she might be putting in a couple of extra thousand a year than you. I'm talking about if the difference is significant. If it's like she making 10, 15, 20 racks more than you, she just really like her income is really nice in comparison to yours. Is that something that you can handle? Well, there are some men, I'm going to talk about the different scenarios. There are some men that, pretty insecure about those type of things. I don't really know why, but I wouldn't be one of those guys. Because as a man, I know my position, I know my place, I know my own level of manhood to where it wouldn't matter how much she was making, that would not alter my status and my position in that household as a man. And if money is the determining factor of that, then you either have a messed up relationship or your manhood needs to be in question, or there's a conversation that you and her have not had that maybe y'all either need to have, or if it's too far gone, maybe y'all should have had early on. Um, there are different ways to look at this thing, man. Um, if you're involved with a female who may let the fact that she makes more money than you shoot her ego through the roof, and then she starts to take on a dominant posture in the house because of that, then again, money was the basis of the relationship, possibly in her mind. Just like it might have been the basis of it in your mind if you kind of feeling kind of insecure about it or feeling kind of funny about her making more. I don't think that relationships should be competitions on those levels where you're talking about who makes the most money and let that be the determining factor, because we make this mistake of thinking that whoever's putting in the most um, calls the shots, and when it comes down to the nitty gritty, has more say so, and that's simply not the case. What cures that or prevents it is again having a conversation from the very beginning and letting it be understood. Hey man, look, hey, I'm gonna be a man regardless, cause that's the way I look at it, man. I would never let money uh, cause me to just become weak under my own roof. I would never let that be the case, and I wouldn't want to be involved with somebody who would look at the fact that she's making more and start to swell up on me because of that. And trust and believe there are a lot of women whose characters are so on point that they make more than their husbands, and they don't act like that at all. That money is just okay. I happen to be making more than him, but that is not the marriage. The marriage is us and how we get down. And some women, although they may be bringing in more, they still allow their man to lead that household. They still allow that man to be a man, and that man still causes himself to be that. And at the same time, he doesn't berate his woman or have those accusations. Oh, you think you better than me? You better me because you make more money than me. See, too many relationships end behind money. They end over money, and that's not to say that money is not important in a relationship. Absolutely, things got to be right, but that is something that is only uh, um, an avenue to pay bills and to accomplish things and take care of the household and rent and mortgage and all this different stuff. Eat, so live and survive. Not something that should be looked at as, again, a competition between y'all two. I gotta prove my manhood is based on how much I make. So question that in your mind. What if you had a woman who wasn't tripping on you like that, who didn't hold it over your head, who didn't act like that with you? Some people do, and some dudes, they still be messed up. Can't handle it because other people are talking. You know, maybe her family is feeling some kind of way because, you know, you don't make as much, and they feel like they not in your household, but they judging, and they feel like, you know, their family member is being taken advantage of by you because you don't make it. Maybe your homeboys found out. You mentioned it to them and they laughing at you and roasting you behind it. You know, block all that out. You got to block all that out and focus on the nature of y'all's relationship with each other. And if you know how she is with you and she knows how you are with her, and that is not an issue with y'all, then it don't matter what nobody else has to say about it. So tell me what y'all think. Tell me what's on y'all mind as it relates to that. And if you've ever been through that situation, man, you know, you don't want to lose a good woman because of your weakness, and you don't want to get caught up with a person who becomes a dictator because they make a little bit more change than you. All right, man, y'all leave y'all comments below. Hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel as well as my podcast channel, because we're going to cover this 1 week on the podcast. We're gonna bring in some balance, and we're gonna cover this topic one of these good old days. It's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on, man. Peace and love. Sorry for these late night posts.